Hi, my name's Pauline from the Theta Divas, and I'd like to welcome you to my classroom. Today what I'd like to discuss with you is the difference between all of the Theta Healing books. There's a lot of confusion and sometimes a bit of contention as to which is the most up-to-date version of the Theta Healing book. So what I'd like to do today is to take you through the evolution of the Theta Healing book. The first one that we have is the one that was published in 1998, which is called Go Up and Seek God. This is such a little book, and although it's full of very important information, it is not the book that we still use to this day. In fact, this book used to accompany a course that was called the Orion Theta Healing course, which no longer exists, because for the last few years we've actually dropped the Orion name out of Theta Healing. So if anyone is advertising that they do Orion Theta Healing, you're actually getting outdated information. So although this is a great book, it is not what we're using today in Theta Healing. So let's move on and see what we are using. The second one in the series was this one here, Go Up and Work with God. This was actually published in 2000. Again, a really awesome book. Lots of excellent information, again, out of date. So if you have this book and you're working from it, there are more update resources for you to use now. Okay, so that brings me on to the next book in the series. This is where they actually combine the two books, Go Up and Work with God and Go Up and Seek God, together, and they actually revised and expanded it into a larger book. This is a white book with gold writing on it and was published in 2006. Again, a really good book. It has most of the information that we have these days. The only difference is that it has a different cover. This is where we start to see the roadmap to all it is, and also it's where we dropped the Orion from the Theta Healing name. We see, as I said, the roadmap to get to the Creator, which means that we can all actually go on the same journey and get to the same spot and get the same results as Vianna does. Okay, so the next one in the series is this one here, which is again the same sort of book. It's still the revised and expanded edition, but it actually did expand quite a bit into an A4 format. A lot of people didn't like this one, but again, you still have the same information as the last book. It's still current, but it has actually in the last few years been updated into now what we have today, which is this cute little book with really nice graphics at the front. Again, still the information a little bit more updated than the previous two. There may be some grammatical changes, a bit more editing has gone into it, but all in all, a very good book. For me personally, I really enjoy page 133, which is the two methods of getting up into the seventh plane and being able to connect with Creator. You've got the walking up method, which is method 1, and then you've got the expanding out method, which is method 2. Being a graduate and also a teacher of DNA 3, I know that in this very basic book, the start of the journey, it actually gives you the clues as to how to master the DNA 3 course from the start, and that's by learning how to do the method 2. On page 26 is actually the daily Theta Healing meditation, which I know has actually helped me get from being so depressed into being happy now. Each day I do that even before I get out of bed, and it has made a world of difference in my life. So we have two very, very different books. Oops, upside down, Miss Jane, but anyway, that's alright. Just shows you that this stuff is real, and I'm a real person. So what we have is we have where it started and where it currently is. If you have this book, you really need to update your information, and if you have this book, well done, happy trails, and keep reading. Anyway, Pauline from the Theta Divas, and if at any time you want to buy a book or anything like that, you can reach me at www.thetadivas.com, and I'll have this down the bottom of the screen here. Anyway, you have a great day, and I hope this clears everything up. Happy theatering.